What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. This one is from Olive Films, and it is The Delinquents. This one's probably most famous for being Robert Altman's first feature film, but also has Tom Laughlin, a Billy Jack fame in it. It's a 50s kind of parental scare movie to show how quickly people can fall into becoming a hoodlum and causing trouble, and that the world is basically going to come to an end. Society will collapse and crumble unless parents step up and take action and turn around these, delinquent children of theirs. I love these kind of movies, so I was definitely hyped to get this on Blu-ray. It centers in on Tom Laughlin's character, who is in love with his girlfriend. They're upstanding students, they're good kids. But for some reason, the dad of his girlfriend doesn't like how serious they're getting, and he's like, honey, you need to go out and, play around with some other guys for a while. It's a really odd now, but like at the time, like he just didn't want him to be too serious, so he wanted her to date other guys. And so, of course, they're both heartbroken over it, but, they're good kids, so they don't want to break the rules, but they kind of do. So they start to, like, see each other on the sly, and in order to kind of get what he wants, Tom Laughlin ends up relying on kind of this gang of new kids that he meets at the drive-in. They get into kind of a rumble, and he doesn't really understand what's going on, so he steps in to help them. They appreciate it, and they kind of take him in. Unfortunately for him, these are like hoods and delinquents. He falls in with them. By the time he realizes what's going on, he's already kind of in too deep, and the rest of the movie just kind of follows what happens as he tries to separate himself from these guys, but they're not willing to let go that easily, and his girlfriend gets hauled in on it, and then, it just turns into a real mess. I love these social panic movies. This one is, even though it's in the 50s and it's obviously very dated, it does have a lot of just pure entertainment that's just so much fun to watch. The parents with their like words of wisdom is really fun to watch. There's so much like dated lingo and tough guy talk in this one that's just I love it. I love like the phrasing in it is so unnatural because they're trying to get them to this is obviously aimed more at an adult audience who's trying to turn their teens around than it is to the teens themselves. So it definitely feels kind of hokey and overly preachy, but I still think it's a lot of fun to watch. The performances are okay. They're not spectacular or overly memorable, but they're fine. They do what they need to do. It doesn't really get super intense like some of the other social scare movies, but it does have some interesting moments, like where one of the guys is like kind of alludes to the fact that maybe he's going to take what he wants from Tom Laughlin's girlfriend, and he gets a little handsy with her, but honestly, it's more of like the worst stuff she faces is kind of getting pushed around a little bit, and then she's forced to dance with a guy. Like, that's pretty much as bad as it gets here. Things do escalate toward the end, and they do, like, hit a gas station attendant with the gas pump and stuff like that. But, I mean, it's nothing like what you would, see in a movie similar to this now. The Blu-ray is from Olive Films. It's got a new HD transfer. It looks really, really nice. Super crisp, super clear. It's black and white. It's just looks really refined. Contrast is dead on. This looks really, really good. No extras, but it's a pretty fair price disc. I think it's definitely worth it. I know this might seem like an odd choice for this channel, but actually this plays right in with exploitation and offbeat cinema. I love the social scare movies. There's just a lot of unintentional humor in them, and they are super dated, but they hold up as far as entertainment, which is what's most important to me. If you're into greasers and hoodlums and delinquents and street toughs, that are like 50s dated, colorful, bizarre, just stuff about how society will fall apart, if people don't date other people, that kind of stuff. I thought it was a really fun movie. If you're here just because of Robert Altman, you can't really see a lot of any of his, direction. It's just kind of a serviceman job, but it's fine. I recommend the movie if you're a fan of the genre. I think it's one you definitely need to see, or if you just like Tom Laughlin, check it out too. That's The Delinquents Blu-ray from Olive Films. If you like this review, please do check out my website, markfusion.com. I've got a ton of other reviews there. I'm also on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram at markfusion. You can follow me there. If you're not a sub to this channel, please do sub. Every sub really helps me out a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. Really appreciate you watching these videos, and hopefully I'll see you soon.